Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading, a big announcement from your spirit guides about the next few months. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. Like always, we're also using different tarot decks in each of the piles. So we have pile 1 with the warrior. We have pile 2 with the temple. And we have pile 3 with the hunter. Okay, this is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the comment section where you will find your timestamps, and I will see you guys in your separate readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading, your big announcement from your spirit guides about the next few months. And you were drawn to the warrior. It's nice, it has a rainbow here. So it seems that also good times is coming. Even maybe you need to bring out your warrior spirit to finish off some kind of transformation that you have started. That was a very clear first message, but let's just put it here. And yeah, let's just dive into your reading. Today we have some small cards, but we're going to start with 3 tarot cards. So what is the big announcement from your spirit guide about the next few months? Oh, I don't know. Should I take this one or should I take that one? Yeah, I think we just have to take this one as well. So 4 cards for you. Let's see what's going on. I'm just going to pick them up like this. It's easier. And then we also have some small cards and a chakra card. Okay, let's just start. The Chariot. Nice. Yeah, bringing out that last, some kind of like bringing out the willpower. Because I feel like you're going to close some kind of cycle of transformation. Chariot, talking about success, talking about willpower, talking about action, movement. We have the Star. Wow, yeah, talking about healing, successful healing. Once again, look at the rainbow colors. Came out once again. So the Chariot, the Star, the Queen of Swords. Wow, nice. Very clear energies for you. And the Moon. Oop, pile number 1. Yeah, I'm getting like the clearest message, so I'm just gonna say it. Also because Pluto just moved into Capricorn today or yesterday, the 1st of September, and it is kind of like closing a 16-year-old cycle of very deep transformation for like almost all of us. Especially, signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, they have had it the toughest, but it's actually for all signs, so we're all been going through a transformation since 2008. So you can think about your life, 2008 until this point. So now, it's going to spend some time in Capricorn, 1st of September to 19th of November, and then it will finally leave Capricorn for our whole lifetime. So for you, I think this is like the last, bringing out the last push of the warrior with the Chariot here. With the Queen of Swords, with the Star here, like big, like it's like for you, it's going to be a lot of liberation after these couple of months has ended. And I think you got what it takes, because I think the past 16 years has really put you up for the test. And you have transformed, and you have died many times, and you have faced many, many challenges. So with the warrior here, I mean, if somebody can bring out the best out of this cycle ending, if somebody will like reach that finish line kind of like with the biggest success, it's going to be you, almost pile number 1. So we have the Moon here. there's still things that's gonna come up during these months that hasn't been dealt with, or that hasn't like kind of been completely healed. So like a lot of emotions is gonna come out, but with the Queen of Swords, with the Star and the Chariot, I can't really see it's going to be a problem for you, because you got all the tools that is necessary. You got the clarity, you have the awareness, you have the will, you have the action, you have the warrior spirit. So yeah, the biggest message is here, you know, cycle is about to, you're coming to the end. Yeah, you're coming to the end of a 16-year-old cycle, death and rebirth, Pluto struggle, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, with the rainbow here and the star here, it's going to be amazing, because you're really going to be reborn completely, you know, like almost like it's going to be an end. Really, it's an end of a 16-year-old cycle. So, you know, you're not going to be so, and you're not going to have this Pluto intense energy anymore. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. Ladybug, a vibrant, abundant life. Happy, comfort, wishes are coming true. Good health and balance. Yeah, Ladybug. Yeah, your luck is really changing. I don't know. Maybe you've been, you know, unlucky. I am a Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon. Depends on if it's sidereal or tropical astrology. But yeah, you know, like as a Capricorn, Pluto 16 years since 2008. You know, it's been crazy. So I'm very happy about this, because yeah, I'm very happy about this. But I can also feel like lately, the last days here, it's like, wow, there are things coming out from the past, and I was like, I thought I already dealt with those things, but they're coming up again. So there's things for you that's gonna come up, but face them with your warrior spirit. You know, this is nothing. You've been like transforming, and you've been finding your power and your success in 16 years, you know, so this is not going to be anything for you. You will be able to manage this. Don't lose yourself. You know what? Yeah, I just remembered. I remembered that I forgot about the spirit guides, and then quickly tapped into them. And yes, this is what they're saying. This is nothing. Don't get like, if something from the past, you know, comes back, if there's some emotion, you know, very intense emotion coming back, or like a situation in your life that you already thought that you're solved. Could be in the 7th house, I hear, the house of relationships. If there's something coming up, you know, or house of relationships, or the moon, you know, 4th house makes me think of the house of the mother, some ancestral wounds, some wounds connected to your home, to your roots, to your safety. Don't worry if these things comes up. This is like only like Pluto is just pushing this up. The astrologically influences are just pushing this up for you to look at it one last time, and like almost like push it. It's like almost like your soul is saying, yeah, let's get rid of this now. You know, so you don't have to carry it for the rest of your life. You know, let's get rid of as much as possible, so you don't have to carry it with you. So there could be like a lot of releases. You're releasing like a lot of emotions, but it could also be that things are intensifying. Don't be scared when things are intensifying. Just rely on your own ability. And your own ability, like I said, 16 years, you know, you became very strong. You know what to do. Use those abilities that you have cultivated and strengthened during these, you know, many, many years of transformation and struggles and things. Yeah, power! Wonderful. Moon in Scorpio in the 8th house with power. Yeah, wow. Yeah, many of you could be that you have a lot of Scorpio placements or something with Scorpio. It's you know, because Pluto belongs in Scorpio, so you got, if somebody is going to be able to ride the waves of Pluto, it's always going to be you. Either you have a very transformative nature, you have, it's easy for you to go with the flow with transformations and death and rebirths, all these deeper spiritual things, because yeah, it could be like you have like placements in the 8th house Scorpio, even 12th house Pisces energy. So for you, I feel like it's going to be very powerful and maybe even intense, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Once again, the moon, see here, the moon and the moon in Scorpio. You're reclaiming your power by releasing things in your emotions that haven't still been fully released and healed, with the Queen of Swords shedding very strong light on what is unhealed. and you're releasing that. Yeah, what's the last card here? Root chakra. Balanced root chakra. I am stable. Yeah, the moon. Once again, moon connected to the fourth house. Fourth house is connected to the roots. You are healing your roots. Don't be scared if something comes up and shakes you again. And you're like, what is going on? You know, I already dealt with this. Where did this come from? It is okay. Just deal with it once again like you dealt with all other things. Now I'm just repeating myself. So let's just continue. I'm going to put that one here. The root chakra, yeah. Liberation. You're liberating yourself. You're going to feel pretty good. I have to say, something with Christmas time is going to be the best time of the year for you. Or something maybe November. I think, you know what I think? I think there's going to be a shadow period. I think 2025 is your year. And I don't know why, 2025, 2026. Wow, it's only getting better. They're just showing me it's only going to get better. 2024, you're going to close very big doors, and you're going to do it with a lot of power and with a warrior spirit, and you're going to reclaim your power and big time heal here with the star. And after this, the upcoming years for you is going to be like, wow. Yeah, big things happening actually, I think, for you. Let's see what else we got here. The hyena. I just hear, I just like saw the Lion King, their laugh. Hyenas, I think they eat the carcass. What is it called? Like the dead, I think they eat dead animals. Like they don't kill them themselves, but they eat like, I don't know what you say that, what you call that in English, but they eat like what somebody else killed. So they're like a little bit like, we have fire element here as well. Hyena and fire element. And look at this. This is the moon. I think, yeah. Okay, let's keep the hyena there. And let's see if we can come back to that. We have imagination with cloud. Look at this. We have a 7 here. I said for some of you, things are going on in the 7th house. In the house of your relationships, but also your shadow self. 7th house is also your shadow self. So yeah, things are coming up from the shadows. I think it's not going to be a problem for you. Hyena could even be could even be your own shadow self with a hyena. A part of you that is self-destructive, a part of you that is toxic for yourself. That could be. It could even be, there's a toxic person in your life, but if there's a toxic person in our life and we keep on staying in that relationship, whatever type of relationship that is, then of course there's a toxic part of ourselves too that is holding on to it. So I think things are going to be very clear for you with Queen of Swords. There's going to be revelations. There's going to be a lot of clarity. There's going to be powerful endings and even more powerful beginnings. I think you're going to feel very empowered. I think you're going to feel like you're on top of things. You're on track. I think you're going to feel the energy shift, like big time feel it. By 2025, I hear 2025, 2026. I want it to be 2025. They say like, yes, 2026 is going to be settle. And maybe you think that's a long time, but it's already starting now in a couple of few months. So you're already going to start feeling the shift. But I feel like something by 2026 is completely like gone from your energy. Yeah, I just see like white. When I see 2026, it's like, no, just peace. Yeah, just peace. But like, once again, you're already going to start kind of almost like rebuilding your new life during 2025. Finishing off some things, starting some things. The clouds are dissipating in your life. Everything is becoming much more clear for you. Path is opening up. Destiny is opening up for you. Study. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. Yeah, I think there's going to be like a lot of new doors opening up for you. I think there seems to be like a lot of things going on almost in your first house. I don't know if you know, but yeah, it doesn't matter if you know like the houses and things. When I talk, you just take what resonates with you. But something with your identity is changing, like who you are, how you are, your personality, your identity. And this is like almost like you're stepping away from your whole life, because 16-year-old cycle, things has been in a certain way for a very, 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 very long time. Even if, 16 years, there's been a lot of deaths and a lot of rebirths. But now it's like taking you out of the whole scene almost and putting you in a completely new life, or a completely new time life. And for this is like almost like the guide saying it can't happen overnight. This is why there's like almost like an integration period, which is pretty long. And it almost makes me like, I don't want it to be that long. Can it be done tomorrow? But this is what they're telling me. So you better listen to the guides. They know better than me. But yeah, something with like some kind of integration phase that's gonna take like a year almost, where you learn things about yourself, where you close like doors. There's going to be like almost like the bigger things is gone from your life. The bigger problems are solved. Now you're dealing with the little things and making everything come together so that you can experience like almost like once again like a complete release of the old you and the old timeline, whatever was in your life, to step into the new. And the new just feels like, wow, free. Completely like almost like an unwritten chapter. It's completely open. I feel like you're very aligned with whatever soul's wishes that you have. Yeah. Celebration. Take time out to celebrate. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of celebration. And the thing is, I keep saying 2026. We even had 27 here. Yeah, I mean, the upcoming year, you need to know whatever you faced during 2008 to 2024 is not going to happen again. That was the worst, I think, in your whole lifetime, actually. Yeah, for many of you, I think that was the worst time, the heaviest transformations and things. From now on, it's never going to be that heavy again. You did the biggest purges. And that's also why maybe if there's something left here with the hyena, it's going to come up now. Don't be scared of it. It's just some last things coming up. You've been doing this for such a long time. You can handle this. You're stable, with the root chakra. You're stable, and could be something in your root chakra, some kind of fear left or something that's coming up now for it to be released. Wow, true love. I was talking about the 7th house, the shadow self, but the 7th house is also the house of marriage. Yeah, true love. At the core foundation of this relationship is the potential for true love. Yeah, so for many of you, you are, if you don't have true love in your life, you are now opening that up. You're purging out the last, and I think your life is going to be amazing. Yeah, I keep feeling like I feel like, I think there's going to be like really big changes where maybe you haven't experienced a certain type of love, even if you have a partner, or maybe you haven't experienced a certain type of living or a certain type of feeling or a certain type of, you haven't experienced a certain type of vibration and peace and flow. And I think this is what's coming to you. But I think it's coming once again in steps, not just like falling to sleep, waking up, but I think it's coming like in steps, but gradually by the end of this year, almost like the beginning of next year, because it's always like a shadow aspect, of Pluto leaving Capricorn and all these things. And also, moving into Aquarius, even if Pluto has been going back and forth into Aquarius, when it finally goes in there to stay there until 2044, it brings a lot of energy at once. I think there's going to be like a lot of getting used to those type of energies. Yeah, getting used to those type of energies. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what I wanted to say, but I think it's going to be great for you. Gradually, you're going to see your life getting better and better and better and better by the years, by the months, by the days. Especially beginning of next year, end of this year. Look at this, your hard work is paying off. And here we have Capricorn. Yeah, talking about Pluto and Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Wow, yeah. And your hard work is paying off, but it's also the end of that cycle of hard work and struggles, Yeah, it's the end of that. You're not gonna work. You're not gonna have to work as hard anymore. It's going to be more flow in your life. Yeah, a new state of being, a new state of a new embodied energy, and you're just like more flowing with life. The last card here is purity. Wow, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think you gained a lot from the 16 past years, from whatever has been going on here. I really think you changed and transformed a lot. And I think, you can be proud over yourself, even if, you had to go through some things that you would have rather not. You can be proud of yourself, because I think this has strengthened you as a person. This has changed you a lot. And we talked about the first house. I can't even remember where I saw it or if I'm just channeling it. But you really changed as a person. And this was good. This was very, very good. It was in your soul's plan to go through this. Now you're getting rid of this last hyena here that's laughing almost. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Is it an inner voice or shadow aspect or another person? Narcissistic energy or toxic energy here. Something laughing in your ear almost. Yeah, I don't want to tap it too deep into that energy, because it feels like really you're closing that door. But it could be past ghosts are coming up now again for you to face it. We have 7 of Swords, talking about past ghosts and trickery. And we have the fox here with 7 of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be trickery. There's going to be hyena energy trying to lure you back into the past version of you. But you have your Queen of Swords here. It's not a problem for you. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I think financially also, I know, being a Capricorn myself, financially it's been very hard for Capricorns. This is also going to change. And I also already felt it, when Pluto has been going into Aquarius at times. I've been feeling that relief. So for many of you, you can experience, doesn't matter, if you're Capricorn, if you're Aquarius or whatever, this still, if you feel drawn to this reading, this still applies to you. I think financially it's been a little bit difficult for you the past 16 years. I think it's going with the Ace of Pentacles. Finally, it's going to be stabilized. I am stable. Yeah. Root. Finally, it's going to be stable. You had problems in your relationships, I think, in the shadow aspect of yourself, things that was unhealed. Finances, home, mother energy, 4th house, because of it had the moon. Yeah, there has been like a lot of problems that has been making you feel like shaky. Now it's balanced. Now money will flow to you. Now you will find that perfect home for you. Now finally relationship will work for you. Any unresolved issues will resolve. Or if you don't have somebody, now you're ready for true love. Now everything is opening up for you. I almost feel like, why did we have to go through all these things? But it was necessary. Somehow your soul chose it. It was necessary, but now it's coming to its end. You have Ace of Swords. My favorite ace. Ace of Swords and Queen of Swords. Yeah, massive breakthrough. 2 aces. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords with the star, with the chariot. Yeah, with the moon. A lot of major arcana. Yeah, massive energies for you these few upcoming months. It's going to be very, very, very transformative, very powerful. I think it's going to be intense, but I think it's going to be easy for you. So I don't think you have to worry, because once again, it's like you got this. You have this Scorpio energy. You can like kind of mold yourself into the transformations and go with the flow of the purges and just go like, whoa, everything is going crazy, it's intense, I have all these feelings, and I have this conflict just came up from nowhere, and it's almost like you're a hyena. It's almost like you can laugh at you can laugh at it, if we don't bring in a sense of humor in all this craziness and all these deep transformations, we go crazy. I would go crazy a long time ago. I've been transforming, I don't know, for so many years now. It's not even fun anymore. Yeah, but I have to laugh at it. I don't know what to do otherwise, so bring in humor into this and keep your heart light-hearted, and it will be easier for you. Rely on you, how far you have come, and remember, this is almost at the end here. Things will become gradually easier for you, easier than you ever experienced it in your whole life. And it's also gonna be no more of those unpredictable transformations and challenges and these really, really heavy things that you've been carrying with you. We talked about the moon, maybe since you were a child, maybe from your family, your mother, your ancestors, the roots, it's not going to be those problems anymore for you. It's purified, it's gone, you're awakened, and you're ready for a higher living. Yeah, higher vibrational living and a higher vibrational timeline. You can celebrate that. It's going to be great. Okay, I hope it wasn't confusing with all the Pluto and Capricorn and things like that, but because I just really was drawn into bringing this aspect into the reading today, because it's just so predominant in the energies now, in the collective energies. So anyways, pile number 1, this was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, pile 1, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the temple. So let's just put it here and we're gonna just dive into your reading with 3 tarot cards. So a big announcement from your spirit guides about the next few months, and I said that in pile number 1. I'm just going to say it quickly, that we have just Pluto has just entered Capricorn again. It's been in Capricorn, actually, Pluto in Capricorn since 2008, but now it's making its last visit into Capricorn between the 1st of September and 19th of November, which means that we are now closing a 16-year-old cycle of death and rebirth. So it could be intense, but it's also going to be great results coming, coming to the finish line, finishing off a 16-year-old cycle of very deep challenges and purges. So I don't know if this is going to come into your reading, but I wanted to start off by saying that. So a big announcement from your spirit guides. Let's start with the tarot cards. Yeah, I just made a mess. Okay. It's easier to take them out like this. We have the Queen of... the Muse of Emotions is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Wow, goes very nice together with the Temple. Okay. Energy shifted completely from pile number 1. Yeah, I want to do the rest of the cards. The Star. Nice, nice. And we have 8 of Pentacles. Wow, really mastering. Almost feels like you're mastering. There's a lot of feminine energy here, actually. But yeah, I don't even want to stay at the feminine energy. I want to say mastering your spiritual connection, almost. Mastering your spirituality. With the Temple and the Queen of Cups, you know, because the Queen of Cups is a very spiritual queen. You know, she's very intuitive and she's very tapped into the spiritual realm, bringing that wisdom into her physical reality. And then we have the Star here. I mean, the Star is the star, you know, the star is far above in the galaxy or in the sky, you know, so also makes me feel. And then we have 8 of Pentacles here. I just feel like you're mastering something. You're going to master something that has to do with your spiritual gifts, and you're going to be more, it's almost like crazy connected. Yeah, look at this, crazy connected with the Star here. Look at this third eye opening up here. Crazy connected. We have a chakra card. I think this is the crown chakra. Let's see, let's start with that. Yeah, crown chakra. Underactive. I sense a lack of trust in the universe. Whoo, I think, yeah, and with the Temple here, look how you're praying here. I think you're going to be more connected. Something is going to happen, which is going to make you more connected than ever. It is the Pluto in Capricorn. Yeah, I tapped into the guys, and this is also why it's coming out so strong in the reading today, because it's a pretty big thing the next coming month. Also in September we have an eclipse, you know, lunar eclipse season is starting with the lunar eclipse in Pisces. You know, we have the autumn equinox or spring equinox, depending on where you are in the world, but it's very powerful energies now. And for you, it's going to bring you deeper into yourself. And it's going to clear out something in your crown chakra that's making you feel disconnected with yourself, your life, your path, your purpose, your beauty even. Let's see what else we got here. Aries. King of Fire. We have Aries here. Timing within 7 days. During the spring. The Emperor. Yeah, there's a lot of information on this card. Yeah, it's connected to the Emperor card. Okay, let's just keep Aries here. Fire. Yeah, a lot of fire. Where did you come from? Completely like this, like Aries energy, you know, all these like almost like very flowy spiritual energies here. Even the 8 of Pentacles, you know, look at this. Felt so flowy, like almost, you know, Neptune, Pisces energy. I don't know what it is. I know it's not because it's 8 of Pentacles, but yeah, it was so like you're bringing in this, like your everyday life, your work, you're bringing in this like almost like spiritual connection to your work. And I don't know, everything is just becoming beautiful. Everything smells like roses. Everything is becoming beautiful. You're becoming the star. Could be like some kind of glow up happening here. And then we have King of Fire. with Aries here. I think you're definitely going to get like some kind of confidence boost, I think. But let's save this here. Let's see what else we got. Flattery. Venus and Gemini in the 3rd house. Okay, let's tap into the spirit guides a little bit. Let me just also fix this. Look at this like little puzzle here. So, big announcement from your spirit guides, but that next few months, something's, they're fast. Something is really going to solve for you. It could have something to do, Venus and Gemini, it could have something to do with a relationship. And this relationship could be that it's been going back and forth. Something has been going back and forth with the 3rd house, house of communication here. And, you know, the 2 faces here, you know, faced against each other. And what is it called? The opposite. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying here. And also with Gemini, you know, being this highly communicative sign. And then we have Venus. Yeah, either this has been like an inner conflict, like you're fighting with yourself, or this has something to do like with you and the communication between you and somebody else. And it seems like it seems like you're becoming very attractive and alluring, you know. And I don't know, but like somebody's going to be drawn to you is what I feel. They're going to be drawn to you. They're going to, like, almost like your prayer has been heard with the temple here, where they are going to show you that they are serious, show you that you can rely on them. Something with that. Something is becoming very stable. You're almost free. Yes, it almost feels like you're freeing yourself from something. And this is making you more attractive and more beautiful. It's making you more attractive and more beautiful because you're becoming more yourself. You're becoming like more free and you're becoming like more spiritually connected, and something like you glow up. It's going to show in your hair and in your face and in your eyes, and like you're going to be happier. Even like 8 of Pentacles here, dealing with everyday life and work, you know, it almost feels like, yeah, I'm still happy. You're bringing in beauty into everything that you do. Could even be something going on in your workplace, but you're becoming the star here. I keep feeling like some communication. Either it could be like your thoughts that you have about yourself that is clearing out, or there is like somebody's coming back into your life, or somebody's showing you that they're serious, loyal. With the temple, your prayer will be heard. Big announcement. But there's so many things going on here. Yeah, there's so many things going on here. But I feel like they're saying it's going to be, I don't even want to say it's going to be great. I think it's going to be more than great. I think it's going to be epic. Yeah, I think it's going to be epic. For some of you, I feel like somebody's coming back and you're actually saying no to them. Somebody's trying to come back into your life, and it's nice for you to say no, because something with some kind of obsession, I feel, has also been the case here, maybe. Okay, let's do more cards. The Whale. Wow. Pile number 2. Yeah, I mean, a lot of spiritual energies here. You're really going deep into yourself. Yeah, it's beautiful. I keep feeling like you're becoming very beautiful. Glow up. And you're bringing beauty into your life, into your work. Yeah, I keep getting the same messages. Something with communication is going to solve some unresolved issues when it comes to you're communicating with somebody else, or your mind. Your mind is free here. Your mind is at peace here. Yeah, the fire is gone. You know, the fire is just here in the corner. I almost it feels like a little bit confusing that it's here. You know? Contrasting energies. If this is another person and they want to be with you, they need to step up. But I think like it almost feels like they're gonna step up. If they're meant to be with you, they're going to step up. If they're not meant to be with you, it's going to be very clear for you. And it's almost like you don't even want them anymore. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Sequoia tree. This is the, I think, very, very big trees. Yeah, very, very big trees. We have a 35 here. Maybe that's significant to someone. Yeah. stable, like you are very, very stable now. And you're growing tall with the star in the sequoia tree. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that completely wrong, but you're growing very tall here. You look at all the stars here. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be the star. Keep feeling like somebody's gonna like come with a love declaration or some kind of promise to you, some kind of promise to your connection. If this is like a divine counterpart, you know, very strong, or if it's like somebody that you're meant to be with, whoever, you know, you're meant to be with, it could be that they're like really stepping up now because they can see you, like your transformation, because you are like really transforming and stepping up into a higher vibrational energy, big time. I mean, like big time. I see you. It's like you're free almost. You know, yeah. You feel you're free. Even with Eight of Pentacles, once again, you know, you're working here, you're at work, you know, but you're still free. You know, nothing is bothering you anymore. And this is going to somehow do something with another person that you're very connected with. And somehow I feel like this because we have Venus in flattery here. I think this is a romantic thing here. And once again, many scenarios here, some ex coming from the past and you're saying no, or, you know, a divine counterpart that you are going to like, they're like really don't want to lose you, or they really want to commit or something, or your transformation is going to trigger their transformation and they're going to like, woo, okay, let's go, you know, and everything becomes great and balanced here. Yeah, I don't know, many scenarios in pile number 2. Stand your ground. The sequoia tree with balance, very big trees, and then stand your ground went perfectly together. There is something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. Look at the Akashic records here. You're getting back some information. Something is going to become very clear for you. You know, we said you're so spiritually connected. You're not scared anymore. The fear is gone. The attachments are gone. The devil is gone from your life. The demon is gone from your mind. It's all gone. It's all gone. And that's why I feel like this person here in the corner is becoming a little bit nervous, or like, maybe not nervous, but something needs to happen here. Almost want to put like one tarot card. Let's do that. Because we have the King of Wands here, and then we have Flattery here. So this really feels like it's like, it doesn't have to be a love situation. It could also be like an inner struggle in your mind. If like really love doesn't resonate with you at all. It's a struggle in your mind. It's a fiery ego struggle with yourself. Or it could even be another person. You know, let's do one card. Justice. And the number 11. Look at that. Justice. Yeah, wow. Something is about to be cracked open here. This is going to solve. Mind, you're fighting with your own mind is going to solve. This situation with the person here is going to solve. It's going to be brought into balance. And I feel like you're going to win. Like you prayed for something. This is, and it's not an ego win. It's a soul win. Like your soul is going to win something here. There's something you want to fight for, yet you're choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. You are not only fighting for what you believe in. You're not even fighting here anymore. Fight is gone. It's almost like you let go of all attachments. And almost like you became enlightened overnight and you have no attachments. But you're full of love, full of love, full of happiness, full of joy. You feel the connections. You feel the truth. You can love unconditionally. You can trust the universe. You're just like, you're in such a good flow. Yeah, you're just in such a good flow. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, entrepreneur, number 55. Be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something with your business and your career also leveling up. That is going on here. You go from 8 of Pentacles, taking some kind of step here to become... There's a lot of freedom and liberation. You know, this is the big announcement. The big announcement is you're going to be liberated. You're going to be free. You're going to start to experience emotions, feelings that you have never experienced before. Whatever problem was here with 11, with the justice, is going to be solved. It's going to be solved in a way that your soul wants. Once again, your soul is going to win. Dream come true. Wow, yeah, your dream will come true. Your dreams are coming true because you stayed true to your heart's desire. Nice. Nice. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Yeah, look at the justice here. Justice in the middle of these things. Once again, two things here. Opposites fighting, you know, you and another person, you and your own shadow self. I don't know what, you know, it's giving me a headache here. And it's going a little bit back and forth. But with the justice here, win-win, it's going to be good for all. This is love. It's going to end. It's going to end with love and trust and understanding and higher vibration, with like almost like a spiritual resolution. Yeah, spiritual resolution and win. A spiritual win. Sounds strange. Full moon in Libra. So yeah, something is definitely going to come to its end. Also Libra, you know, once again, the balance. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Libra is also the sign, you know, this is very connected to beauty. We said you're going to have a glow up. So that is for sure. Libra is also the house of the seventh house. The seventh house is the house of the shadow self, but also relationship. So yeah, I think this has to do here, the King of Fire, this part here that we talked about, the justice here, it's going to balance something, has to do with your shadow self or a relationship with another. Happiness. I mean, you have great cards. Look at this dream coming true. You have happiness. You have the dolphins. You have the whale. I mean, so nice. Yeah, so nice. And I you know, we had the crown chakra here underactive with I sense a lack of trust in the universe. Yeah, you've been very disconnected next few months. I mean, there's going to be really spiritual. I almost want to call it an enlightenment. Yeah, it's like a mini enlightenment, or if you're lucky, a full-blown enlightenment. Yeah, but it's going to be great. And I mean, you are the sequoia tree here. We're probably saying it wrong, but you are this big tree here. Look at this. Who's gonna shake you? This almost feels like your ancestors watching all over you, because this is very old trees, you know. Yeah, watching over you. You have 3 big ancestral guides here with you, and it's going to be great. If there's somebody that needs to let go of their ego for you two to be together, I feel like this is going to happen now. It's going to be pushed, you know? So, yeah, their ego is going to be forced. With your transformation here and your kind of spiritual connection, it's going to be pushed. Something is going to happen. Once again, for some of you, you're meant to be with this person and you're going to say, yes, finally this happened. You know, now we can be together. For some of you, you're going to be like, wow, no, this is not the person. It's going to be very clear. For some of you, you know, they're going to try to come back into your life, maybe an ex, and you're finally finishing off those kind of karmic business with that person. Could also be a message. So 3 last cards. The Empress. This is you. Yeah, so much like feminine spiritual energy. Like, let's call it spiritual energy of abundance, because this is what I feel with the Empress and all the feminine energy here today, the yin energy. This means your connection. So once again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This means your spiritual connection. You're about to get more spiritually connected than ever in your whole life. It's something is really coming to its end. And I want this pile. Yeah, I want this pile. Yeah, it sounds, because I can feel it. I can feel the pressure in my third eye and in my crown chakra, almost like it's going to explode. Look at this, even the justice here. We have all these faces, all these confusions. Look at this, faces. Here also faces. And here justice, cracking open of the skull here. Everything is becoming clear. You know, so much confusion and headaches almost. And, you know, power struggles with the King of Wands here, or the King of Fire, but yeah, King of Fire is King of Wands. Yeah, so much power struggles and things going on here. Finally, it's coming to its end. Ego clashing, you're fighting with yourself, your shadow self. Oh, you know, all these things has been going on. Look at 2 of Swords in reverse. That's nice. Yeah, 2 of Swords, confusion. You know, you're stuck. 2 of Swords in reverse. No confusion. You're not stuck. So yeah, really talking about that. Once again, 2. You and another person, or you fighting with your shadow self. And the High Priestess. I mean, this is insane. You got the Empress on one side. And you have the High Priestess on the other side. Pile number 2. You can expect, like, I think the biggest glow up in your life. Doesn't matter how old you are. You're going to be more beautiful, alluring, charismatic, spiritually connected, authentic, and just more amazing that you have been in your whole life. I mean, like, this is nice. Yeah, I just feel like you're smelling. I feel like you smell like, yeah, pink roses or white roses. Yeah, there's a smell of roses around you. You have a lot of goddesses around you for the moment, and a lot of like guides and ancestral guides. Woo, big things happening. Yeah, there's big things happening. Big resolution here also. This area of your life, shadow self relationship or whatever was going on. Also big transformation, entrepreneur here, 8 of Pentacles when it comes to your career. Yeah, seems to be something very big happening here. Dreams are coming true, bringing you happiness, a win-win outcome. You are going to be happy, the other person going to be happy. You're going to be happy, your shadow self is going to be happy. Okay, full power reading. The sun is coming in here. Nice. Pile number 2, this was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, pile 2, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So a big announcement from your spirit guides about the next few months. You felt drawn to the hunter. Look how you're running straight towards the light here, straight towards your liberation. So let's put it here, and we're just gonna dive into your reading, and we're going to start with, I think 3 or 4 tarot cards. We'll see. So what is the big announcement from your spirit guides about the next few months? And yeah, it just became like that today during the other piles, you know, because Pluto just stepped into Capricorn one last time now. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008, and it's doing its last visit now in Capricorn between the 1st of September to the 19th of November. And it's closing a 16-year-old cycle of death and rebirth and transformations. So it could be that during this time, you know, it's becoming a little bit more intense because we are meant to let go and clean up the mess from the last 16 years, or if there's something left from the last 16 years that hasn't been done. So let's see in the other readings, you know, that really came in because this is the collective energies now. So let's see if it's really help. I think we're going to incorporate that in this reading as well. Wow. Your first card is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, look at this victory here with the crown here. Wow, this is so nice. Yeah, you're definitely moving here with the, you know, the Black Beauty. The hunter always makes me think of the Black Beauty. Black Beauty, you know, was abused, but then, you know, it ended up with a beautiful, loving owner, and it grew. The Black Beauty healed, you know, became a champion. So yeah, the hunter... You're going to heal and you're going to become a champion. Ace of Swords feels here that like they actually do have a very pretty big announcement and a message for you. So I'm going to try to calm down a little bit, and we're going to see if I can channel it. We have 7 of Swords. Wow, 7 of Pentacles. Whew, for some of you it's been 7 hard years, especially like the last 7 years has been hard. Knight of Wands. 7 hard years, something specifically with the 7 last years. Okay, let's do these cards as well. Wow, that's intense. We have Mars in Sagittarius with domination. I just have to see. No, I don't have to censor the card. Look at that. You know, that looks very intense. In the 9th house, the house of purpose. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, well, this was a weird card. Yeah, this is probably like an extra card in the deck. So just showing all the signs here. Yeah, all the signs and fire, earth, air. Should we keep this? Wow, there's a lot of going on. Yeah, I almost want to keep it because there was so much going on. So let's just keep it there. I don't know how we're going to use it. But yeah, it came out sometimes, you know. Okay, heart chakra. I love unconditionally, a balanced heart chakra. You know, with all the signs here in this weird card that we got from the deck, that is probably, you know, one of the cards that are just meant to give us information. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. You know, it feels like you something like with you went through the whole cycle, like all areas of your life has been affected for the last 16 years, and something especially going on with the last 7 years. For some of you, you've just been stuck kind of in like some kind of loop or something. But I feel like it's like with the ASOS, I feel like they're saying it's cleansed out now. And for some of you, it's almost like you've almost been waiting for something that hasn't been in your hands. Almost like you were stuck in the circumstances, like almost like astrological circumstances or some kind of, I don't know, some circumstances that was not in your control. For some of you, you've just been waiting. And you've been like, yeah, you keep feeling like waiting for the divine timing or just waiting for something, not even know. And there's like a higher reason why you have been stuck in this like almost like a loop. It's something like you were almost, okay, I'm really getting like a message, but yeah, let's go with it. I feel like you were done a long time ago, you know? It's like you were ready and you were done a long time ago, but you've been waiting for somebody to catch up with you. Something or somebody or the collective or I don't know what, life or world to catch up with you before you were ready. Even this card here, it just makes me feel like, wow, you got everything here. You know, everything here, everything just feels like, okay, order, then we got this and this and this, like a list here. And even your heart chakra is balanced here. So the message is like the very strong message, you know, the message is the divine timing is here. And it almost feels like when they say that, I feel like it's a big thing. It's not like, you know, we watch readings and say, oh, divine timing is here or divine timing is here. This is like big time divine timing is here for something big for you. And I keep feeling like you have been stuck in something, you've been in a loop. It hasn't been, in the end, it's like almost like they kept you there because you weren't ready to fully step into your life, because you stepping into your full light with the 9th house, with Mars in Sagittarius, that's very powerful. When we have Mars in the 9th house, it could be that we're meant to be very powerful people, actually. Influencers, spiritual teachers. But yeah, we are carrying some very powerful energies. Domination. Look at this. Domination. And the cross here. Yeah, you're carrying some very powerful energy. This is what's going on. You have been held back. Yeah, you have been held back because the divine timing wasn't here for you to step into your full power, because it would have been too powerful almost kind of for the collective, or there hasn't been a gateway even for you to be able to raise your vibration like that, because those type of energies hasn't existed here almost. So I don't know what's going on, but it's like almost it's there's something crazy going on here. Crazy positive, and like almost like a gateway opening up for you. You know, big time gateway opening up for you. Divine timing is here. Finally, you are ready to step into your true light. And I keep wanting to tell you, you've been in some kind of loop, and it's been difficult, and it's been more difficult than necessary. Almost like it's like almost like you couldn't understand, like, why is this, why, like, I'm doing the right things, I'm working with myself, I'm healing and healing and healing, and still it's not done. Why isn't it done? Like almost like questioning, like, what's going on here? You're waiting here. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Now the waiting is over. Now the gateway is open. This is what's going to happen around the next few months. I can't talk anymore. Let's do more cards instead. Yeah. Earthworm. Okay. Earthworm. Ooh, it's a nice wind, air, some nice air coming in from the window here. Stars and navigation, yeah. Yeah, I think many people in pile number 3 has like a very strong spiritual mission or like some kind of connection. But I also am getting like a collective message. And this is so connected to Pluto and Capricorn, and Pluto moving into Aquarius. Pluto has been in Capricorn, you know, for the last 16 years. And now it's moving into Aquarius. And it's going to be there until what's wrong with me, 2044, you know. And it really talks about like paradigm shifts and things like that, big things, you know, with Uranus and Aquarius energy, you know. It's going to be a whole new way of seeing things. We go from Capricorn, which is very focused kind of on the individual, to the Aquarius, which is very focused on the collective. I feel like you are very, very affected by the collective energies, because you are carrying some kind of light worker energy or some kind of spiritual energy. You are some type of starseed or something. With the hunter here running towards the light, you're in the front row of the people ascending, you know. You are right. Your soul is like, yeah, your soul are going to be like amongst the first waves of starseeds and, you know, angelic beings and things like that are going to ascend. But it is also like showing the way for other people to also do this. And once again, you've been put on hold. It's been frustrating for you because you've been dealing with a lot of fear and heaviness and even karmic people. You think you've been thinking that you are very connected to them karmically. You may be even thinking like, what did I do wrong in the past life to deserve this? Or, you know, why is it like this? It's not like that, actually. You know, it's almost like they've been throwing you these people just to keep you busy, you know, because, you know, you couldn't, because there wasn't like collectively, the energies wasn't like, it wasn't ready just. Now it's becoming that. So it's going to be very powerful for you. Stars and navigation, you know, it's going to be super powerful for you. You finally, you can step into your true energy. Yeah, finally you're going to step into your true energy, and it's like almost like you can breathe, you know. Whoo! You can, you're going, so many of you, I think you're going to have like some kind of authority role, or, you know, you're stepping up in some way in your community, in your society, amongst your friends, amongst your family. Somehow like you're taking like a step up, and you're being like it's going to be very clear that you are the leader, the natural leader, the way shower, the one that's holding the light, the one that is healing, you know, and navigating other people towards the light almost here with stars and navigation. I keep feeling like, whoa, whatever karma, whatever heaviness you're carrying, I feel like it's going to be gone. You're going to be released from that. Scattered energy. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your well-being and create a new plan. Yeah, scatter energy. There's a lot of things you're picking up on. There's a lot of things going on with you. Knight of Wands energy here, you know, Knight of Swords together with the Seven of Swords. There's just, you're waiting here in the middle, but there's like a storm going on around you. You're picking up on all these emotions, and, you know, as an empath, as a very sensitive being, you are like really just like almost like transforming other people's thoughts and feelings and collective thoughts and feelings like over and over and over again. This is what feels like a loop almost. You have too much on your plate. It's not going to be scattered anymore. Look at this. You're coming out now. Yeah, they say this is going to be over. I feel like I want to cry. Yeah, I feel like, because I'm also tired. I feel like I'm tired, and I've been feeling like very overwhelmed because, you know, very sensitive, always feeling all these energies, you know. So I feel like with the earth worm here, finally it's going to calm down for you. You took on some mission of transforming collective energies. And these collective energies has been very like intertwined with your own wounds. And this is also why it's been like very scattered and difficult for you to know what's what, because they have also been triggering kind of like things that are unhealed within you. But that's good, because that gave you an opportunity to also heal. But some things, like, I feel like your healing is done. Like lately you have only been like transforming other people's things almost, you know, yeah, other people's emotions and feelings. And there's a lot of things going on with people around you. A lot of things. And I think you're going to step away. I feel like this is you, and this is like what's going on around you. Somehow I feel like they're going to take you away from that scene, from that community. Something with like you are ready now to like step into your light body, to another vessel, like something changing your body, healing your body, changing your body. Something with like open up your chakras, upgrading your chakras, upgrading your aura. Yeah, there's a lot of things changing here. Making you ready to step into the role that you're meant to play this lifetime, or the role that you're meant to step into this lifetime. Intuition. You're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. I don't know why this number 6 made me think of empath. Yeah, weird. But yeah, empath, intuition. Yeah, very strong empaths here. And it hasn't been easy for you to handle all energies. Once again, they say it's going to calm down. Hang in there, they're saying. It's going to calm down. And stay away from news. They're saying stay away from newspapers, stay away from news, stay away from fear. Because you're like a sponge. Yeah, you're like a sponge. They're trying kind of to make you not pick up on so much. But sometimes it's hard. But yeah, you're like a sponge. And it's because you have like... It's like almost like you have activated your spiritual gifts, but the world hasn't yet changed into that timeline. And now, because now with the Pluto moving into Aquarius, almost like the whole world is changing to a new energy, and now it's going to be easier for you to function with your spiritual gifts. It's almost like people are going to be able to handle their own emotions and thoughts in a whole different way, which is making it easier for you. The collective heart is being activated. Yeah, the collective. It's not going to be easy for a lot of people, you know, but it doesn't matter anymore because you're not going to pick up on that all the time anymore. Yeah, you're not going to pick up on that. You're being freed from the hard aspects of being an empath. And you will soar, you will soar high in the sky. You're getting ready to fly high above all your obstacles and embrace life in the most magical way. Yeah, look at the stars, navigation. You're flying high here. Yeah, it's time for you now to release the burden of being a very sensitive, spiritual, awakened human being in a very dense world, and with all of the challenges that comes with that. Once again, the big message here is that is going to be done. The divine timing is here for you to release that timeline. You will step into a higher timeline. Your body, your energy, your chakras will shift now. There will be a pretty big shift where you will be almost like you're a new human being here on Earth. Yeah, new vessel. So once again, light body could be activated. There's a whole new you, and things are going to be so much easier. You will be able to maintain your energy with whoever you meet. You will be able to maintain your energy, and you will be able to maintain an open heart. You have a lot of power, and you're meant to be in a lot of power as a leader, as an influencer, as an inspirational teacher or person in some kind of way, leading the way for others in one way or another, as a healer, through your artistic abilities, to your whatever you express yourself through. But somehow you're meant to be in a lot of power. Domination here. Mars in Sagittarius, yeah, domination. You're meant to be... I don't know, the one. Yeah, I don't know what that means. You're meant to be the one. Yeah, something. You're chosen to do something. You are chosen to do something. We have a time for healing, balsamic moon. Time for healing, I feel like it's... this balsamic moon is so nice. It feels like it came like a balm to my wounds. What is it called? Yeah, I don't know how to say this. But yeah, it really feels like liberation and freedom and peace. Yeah, peace. Patience. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've been waiting a long time, you know? Yeah, a long time. Many of you, you know, you've been like ascending and working with yourself for years, 10 years, 20 years, I don't know, like a very, very long time. And you need to know, once again, it's not you. Why it didn't happen, or why, you know, you were reading all these channelings and things and you didn't really feel like you got there. It's not you, it's the world. You know, you're waiting for the world and the collective to be ready for these type of energies, and it's happening in stages, you know. But now something big is happening here. Once again, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, something really big is happening here. You're being released now from your earthly responsibilities, from your karmic responsibilities, from other people's karma that you have been taking on almost as yours. You're being released from that. Divine timing is here, and once again, like, it's big time. It's a big time for you. Big time for you. Okay, let's do 3 last cards. Look at the sun coming in here through your reading, and 2 of Swords jumped out there. Yeah, look how stuck you've been here, you know? Yeah, stuck fighting the same fights over and over again, maybe, you know. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating. We have the moon. Yeah, has not been easy for you. You have really been tested as a light worker, as a spiritual person, as a human being, you know, really tested. The Emperor. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, the Emperor is also connected to Mars. And Aries. Look at the Emperor here. Domination. Yeah, you will use, once again, you are ready now to step into your role, into your mission. And before, once again, the word wasn't ready for this. You were ready. I don't even want to say you weren't ready. You've been ready a long time ago. You were born ready. Yeah, actually, you were born ready. But life put you through all this misery almost, you know? And it almost feels like I almost want to say, like, why? But there is a higher purpose. Some of you, like, almost have this bodhisattva energy, you know, bodhisattva, you know, a human or a soul, you know, that doesn't, that decides not to reach their enlightenment and instead comes back and reincarnates again just to be a beacon of light and to out of compassion, a lot of Kuan Yin energy here, I feel, but with compassion, why do I want to cry? Yeah, heart chakra. With compassion, you know, wants to guide and help people and wants to help Earth ascend, you know, carrying a lot of heavy energies. For some of you who were born into the worst scenarios, a lot of trauma, a lot of darkness, maybe it doesn't make sense for you now. When you are in, like, kind of back in your soul, or when you kind of like back in your true energy, I don't know what to call it, when your essence is awakened again and all delusions are cleared, you're going to know exactly why everything happened. It was so bad, why you went through all this misery and all this suffering. There is a higher purpose, you know. It doesn't, you know, we don't want to minimize anything that you're feeling or something. I just took a card and it was the Tower. Yeah, I just took the one on the top and it was the Tower. Yeah, I mean, you've been going through a lot of Tower moments. There has been a lot of these things in your life. There is a higher purpose. You're not being punished or something. I actually think you're a beautiful soul. I think many of you actually, you're carrying a lot of darkness for other people to, like, you're transforming it and you're transforming yourself in some way also, because I think, you know, many of you just took on darkness that wasn't yours just to kind of help. So yeah, you're doing something beautiful and amazing. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, the nurturing mother, judgment. Nice. Yeah, many of you are very powerful light workers. It's time now for you to step into the role. The first half of the journey is gone. You're finishing that part, or the part of the journey where you look at the light here, beautiful. Yeah, you're finishing that part of the journey where you were working through the heavy things. Now you're ready to step into your mission of the teacher, or whatever you're meant to do, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's like being an artist or writing books, or I don't know, in many forms, you know, this sharing the light with the world can take form. So many ways, yeah. Okay, pile 3, this was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, pile 3, I wish you all the best and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.